Hello everyone and welcome to Informatica support videos. I am Namrata Dulipala from Global Customer Support team, and today in this video we will learn how to create dynamic mapping for S3 objects in IDQ. The agenda of this video would cover what is a dynamic mapping, how do we use a dynamic mapping for S3 objects. This will be followed by a short demonstration. A dynamic mapping is a mapping that can accommodate changes to sources, targets, and transformation logic at runtime. If we have a source which changes frequently, in this case we can make use of a dynamic mapping. If we want to apply the same logic to multiple sources of the same type or of different type, in that case also we can use the dynamic mapping. If the change is at the source level, we use dynamic mapping or parameters in the retransformation. If the change is at the target level, we apply the same changes to the write transformation. To accommodate changes in the source or target for S3 objects, we have two options. One of them is to select the option Get Data Object Columns from Data Source at Runtime. If there's any change in the source or target schema, when we check this option, we will get the metadata for the object at runtime. The second option is to use columns defined by mapping flow. Using this option, we can create a target depending on the upstream transformations. Whatever ports are contained in the upstream transformation, those will be the same ports that will be returned to the target. Let's move to the demonstration. We'll create a new S3 object. Since we've selected the resource format as flat, we have to give the sample metadata file. We'll create another object for the target. We'll select another object, all customers as the target. This will also require a sample metadata file since you have selected the resource format as flat. We'll create a new mapping. We'll use customers as the read object. For this, we'll select the option at runtime get data object columns from data source. If there's any change in this file at S3 level, that will be incorporated in the mapping at runtime. We'll use this as the target. For the target, we'll select the option columns defined by mapping flow. We'll select all the columns of the source and write them to the target. We have successfully created dynamic mapping using S3 objects. If you want, you can parameterize the source and target names to apply the same logic to multiple sources. You can refer to the developer mapping guide for further information on dynamic mappings. You can also refer to the Power Exchange for Amazon S3 user guide for more examples on Amazon S3 dynamic mappings. Do let us know for any further feedback at supportvideos@informatica.com. You can also reach out to us on our Twitter handle. Thank you for your time.